The Baltimore Orioles are ready to begin the 2024 spring training campaign in less than 24 hours, as it will be coming your way tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. from beautiful Florida, where the weather is pristine. They have a game tomorrow against division foe, the Boston Red Sox. I'm going to break it all down for you. I wanted to give you guys some content, talk about what we should expect from the Orioles spring training and the opener. Not expecting too much, but what are some things that you want to pay attention to as we watch the game tomorrow? As baseball is back, baby. And you know the Flex On podcast is going to have your baseball content all season, extending into the postseason, hopefully, for the Baltimore Orioles. I mean, you really shouldn't have too many expectations when it comes to the Baltimore Orioles spring training opener. Say that 5 times fast, spring training opener. I do think that there are some things that I will be looking forward to seeing, and you guys can let me know in the comment section. Will you be watching the game? Do you even care? Or do you just wake you up when March 28th arrives and the Orioles are starting opening day against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim at Camden Yards? But the biggest thing I did take away from what we're going to see is the debut, spring training wise, of the new Orioles ace, Corbin Burns. And my oh my, does that trade speak even more volumes now than it did when Mike Elias made the trade, because the Orioles were getting new management, new ownership, excuse me. We have Mike Elias in management, and we thought we were going to have Kyle Bradish, John Means. Now we don't have Kyle Bradish. For how long? Means is a month or so behind. So now you got Corbin Burns, Grayson Rodriguez, who I expect to have a big year, and really Dean Kramer. So you're going to have to put in Tyler Wells, Cole Irvin. Do the Orioles sign another pitcher? If they do, I don't think it will be right now. I think they'll see what they have. They'll see how guys perform, not only in workouts, but during these Grapefruit League games. And they'll assess what they need to do. And I trust in the front office of this team. You got the Michael Lorenzens, of course, the big time Scott Boras agent, Jordan Montgomery's, and of course, a guy who I've been lobbying for, Blake Snell, available. But it is what it is. I don't think the Orioles are going to make a big splash if they do add anyone. We've even heard Trevor Bauer's name over the last few weeks, but we know we're not touching that guy with a 10-foot pole because of his past allegations. Even though he's a hell of a pitcher, he's just as good, if not better, than Corbin Burns, another former Cy Young winner. But that's the first thing I'm looking forward to. How does Corbin Burns perform tomorrow? It is his first pitching exhibition since last season. I really haven't seen Corbin Burns pitch live, and you can let me know if you have. I've seen him pitch when the Orioles played Milwaukee, I believe, last year and in previous years, and I've seen him pitch in the playoff games as they're nationally televised. But I haven't really watched him up close and personal to really do the eye test, to really dissect it from my perspective as a, I don't even want to call myself a baseball aficionado, but as somebody who watches baseball and loves baseball and analyzes it and talks about it with you guys on YouTube. I want to see how his stuff is moving. I want to see how his fastball is fastballing. I want to see how his off speed and breaking balls are working each direction of the plate, manipulating the plate, as I like to say. How is his plate integrity? And how does Adley Rutschman call a game for him, as it is going to be paramount as they develop chemistry, as he and Rutschman will be a tandem that is going to be very, very vital to this team's success. Now, don't expect too much, 2, 3 innings tops from what I'm hearing. So, we'll see what we get from Corbin Burns tomorrow. But that's number one. Number two is Jackson Holliday. We've heard about him all the past year plus. Number one overall prospect in baseball, 20 years of age. Going to probably play second, probably play some short, left-handed bat that can really help out this lineup. I want to see what Jackson Holliday does. Now, the Orioles do have a game tomorrow and Sunday, and Monday actually. I think it's split squad or however they do those things, which I understand because you got so many guys at camp. What does Jackson Holliday do? Not only tomorrow, but in spring training as he tries to make this team. I think they'll keep him in AAA to let him marinate a little bit longer and get some of that service time. You know how the Major League Baseball higher ups like to do. But what does Jackson Holiday bring to this lineup? What is he going to do in grape league action, grapefruit action? Because from single A to double A to triple A to the major leagues, it's an adjustment. And I want to see how he adjusts. Another left-handed bat, Cedric Mullins, because who is going to be the leadoff hitter on this offense in this lineup? Is it going to be Gunnar Henderson? Is it going to be Adley Rutschman? Cedric Mullins was batting at the bottom of the lineup last year, and he may stay at the bottom of the lineup. But if he can hit maybe 260, 270, maybe give you 15, 20 home runs, steal your 30 bags, I'm expecting Cedric to have a bounce back year, especially if he can stay healthy. So Corbin Burns, seeing what he brings, seeing him live and watching how he utilizes his pitch arsenal, works with Adley Rutschman. Jackson Holiday really on the biggest stage he's been on yet. Want to be on a syndicated broadcast. Cedric Mullins. And I just want to see how the guys come out. I want to see how Brandon Hyde has his team prepared. I think he will have his team prepared. I think this team still has a major chip on their shoulder. They're young, they're fearless, they're confident. I think they play hard. I think they're just an overall better team than the Red Sox. I wouldn't mind seeing them come out early and just mash the ball all over the ballpark and win 10-3 or 11-6 and just really assert their dominance as the team to beat in the American League East. I think Brandon Hyde does a good job getting his players to play for him. He's a leader of men. He's a player's manager, and I'm intrigued to see how he has his team prepared to play. Now, if they lose or they come out sluggish, it's not the end of the world, but I do want to see them start fast and really just build off of the momentum that we did see last season. But I want to hear from you, Berlin. What are you looking forward to in this game? I think lastly, as I wrap this video up, we got Corbin Burns, we got Jackson Holiday, we got Cedric Mullins, of course, Brandon Hyde and the management team and his staff. I think lastly is going to be the other pitchers who are used in this game. Is it going to be predominantly a bullpen game after Corbin Burns leaves after his 2 or 3 innings? Is it going to be another starter that comes in to get reps? What will be the formula for the rest of this game? You got to go, 7, 8, 9 innings in spring training after Corbin Burns. Are you bringing in a guy from the bullpen? Are you bringing in a guy who's competing for a starting spot? Are you bringing in one of these young pitchers, Cade Povich, one of those guys who are looking to make the roster and probably could be in Birdland at some point in 2024? The pitching staff now, more than ever, if it wasn't already, is under an even larger microscope with the Kyle Bradish, with the John Means injuries, with Tyler Wells and Cole Irvin coming into the starting rotation and the bullpen. No Felix Batista. I really haven't addressed that too much, but that is a major loss. But Craig Kimbrell, Cano, Coulon, Perez, Dylan Tate. I want to see these guys in spring training. How are they progressing? How are they pitching? And are hitters getting out early and getting hits off of them? Are they giving up a lot of runs? Are they walking a lot of people? Or are they striking guys out? Are they utilizing their pitch arsenal? Are they ahead of the batters? Which pitchers usually are at this point early in spring training. But those are the things I'm looking forward to, what we should expect. I'm not really looking at wins and losses. I'm not really looking at stats per se. I'm just looking at how guys perform. Because you may get a guy like Jackson Holiday, he may only get 2 at bats. Mullins may only get 1 at bat. It's just different ways they manipulate the roster during spring training. And with so many guys, they want to give an opportunity to see who's going to make the team and come up north when they start the season in March. This is an opportunity to do so and get a look at guys in spring training at the AAA level who will be soon with this roster in 2024. But those are the things I'm looking forward to seeing. I mean, I'm going to be in for you with the Orioles coverage. If you haven't already, swing for the fences and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, slide in safely, and leave us a like, leave us a thumbs up. And make sure you go ahead and, use that breaking ball and hit the bell. We do Orioles content throughout the year. In season, out of season. Got videos from previous Orioles conversations and discussions about breakout players and the injuries. And we got a Maryland Terps video. Derek Queen, 5-star center, has signed with the Maryland Terps. I broke it all down on the channel. I gave you a video, my thoughts, and what this means next for the Maryland Terps basketball team. Got Ravens coverage. And we'll be live tomorrow morning before the Orioles game. If you're into that type of stuff, if you're into professional wrestling, if you're into sports entertainment, we'll be live tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Central, 2 a.m. Pacific time for the WWE Elimination Chamber from Perth, Australia. So we're on their time, so it starts 5 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Central, 2 a.m. Pacific. We'll be live. Make sure you guys hit the bell. Subscribe if you're new. Sound off in the comments. Let me know in the comment section what are you looking forward to seeing in the spring training opener. As I mentioned, it is at 1 o'clock tomorrow. It is on Madison, and you can watch it. And there'll be more games televised on TV this spring training. For God's favor, I will signing off. Can't wait to see the Orioles back on the field, and I can't wait to see you back for another video. Because we're the only place giving you Orioles content how you want it, when you need it. It's the Flex On Podcast. We'll talk about it. We'll recap it throughout the week. Talk about things we see in trends in spring training as well. And I got those position previews and breakdowns coming, starting from the manager, infield, outfield, pitching, and bullpen, starting rotation and bullpen. So let's get to it. It's 162. It's a marathon on its right. But let me know what you're expecting from the Baltimore Orioles in their spring training opener. See you guys later. Have a good night.